Delta Airlines says disruptions caused by last week's global software outage should come to an end today. Days of cancellations and delays left thousands of travelers stranded as the airline struggled to bounce back. More than 6,500 Delta and Delta partner flights have been canceled since last Friday. Chris Van Cleve is tracking the fallout. Chris, good morning.
Well, good morning. Delta is hoping today is the day that everything is essentially back to normal. Now, the airline has disrupted about 500,000 flyers from this outage, and it's prompted a DOT investigation. Yesterday, they only canceled about 54 flights, so that's a good sign here. They say they're making progress getting luggage back to customers and getting those stranded flyers rebooked. But this return to normalcy is coming with controversy. Delta's CEO Ed Bastian is yet to publicly speak about the meltdown that followed the CrowdStrike outage, but he arrived in Paris yesterday ahead of the Olympics opening ceremony. The airline tells CBS News Ed delayed his long-planned business trip until he was confident the airline was firmly on a path to recovery. Delta is an Olympic sponsor, but that trip is being sharply criticized by the nation's largest flight attendant union, which is working to unionize Delta flight attendants, telling us while Ed was flying to Paris last night, crews were sleeping in airports across the country. Flight attendants expect an apology and accountability. Now, this is important for Delta flyers. Delta was already reimbursing people for hotels, meals, and transportation to and from the airport if they'd been disrupted. But the airline now says it will also reimburse people who bought tickets on other airlines, rented cars, or took a train to get home between July 19th and July 28th. You can apply for that reimbursement online, Nate.
All right, Chris. Now, there's some big news coming out this morning. Southwest is ending a trademark policy for the airline that could have big implications. What can you tell us about it?
This is big. Southwest is ending one of the things it's known for. Its open seating policy is going to be replaced by assigned seats. Southwest says that's the biggest reason people were leaving the airline. Americans like seat assignments. It's an effort to raise revenue and, in part, address an activist investor that wants new leadership at the airline. Nate.
All right. Appreciate you, Chris.
My mom, by the way, big Southwest flyer, she's upset about this change. She liked being competitive.
Wow.
You log in early, you check in, you get your seat.
You like throwing those elbows? And
yeah,
get
she's not afraid. So, all right, Chris, thanks again.